matchup, I mean, neither one of these two is going to have an overt advantage. I mean, we could talk about the minutia of Talu Assault getting canceled by Fracture, this, that, or the other, but eventually Horse is going to have Golden Blade and he's just going to one-shot waves.
Yeah, and that's probably the real key. And I guess that's something that we'll see here as we jump into game number 1. It's J-Mac and Trelly to take us through it.
That's right. We start off our 4th week of the SPL with a cross-division match. It's the Atlantis Leviathans and the Styx Ferrymen facing off for the first and only time.
They've got 3 so far. But Adapting is hovering. He wants to look for a possible gank here. Maybe Aurora's the target.
Adapting, wrapping around the top. Aurora is
Wall.
now dashed. Wall
There
will
it
block
is.
him off. No dash to get through this wall. Slowed down for Aurora. The dash in by Zapman. And the kill for Adapting. The Leviathan strike first on the duo side.
And that's just perfectly played. You know that dash is able to go through the wall. Stacking Soul Eater. Both of these junglers aren't looking to, you know, go for any ganks just yet, but possibly Aurora could be in some more trouble here because Adapting made the rotation over.
Wall is there. Dharmic pillars down. Sino on the way. He's got a good route. Opens up one veil. Dashes. Misses Zapman, who went into the wall. And he's now waiting for Zapman to go back through. Second snipe's good from Cyclone to take him down. But now are the 6 Ferrymen out of position. Sino nearly drops down. But the Leviathans cannot find that kill.
Hammered out, and it would have been just fine. I guess it just came back off cooldown. He didn't have enough time to go for it. Unfortunate there for Adapting. Beautiful damage, though, and now Aurora is getting locked down, but he should have that dash up shortly. And wrong, you?
Dashes up. Missed dash from Aurora. Dunked down by Adapting, but the immediate silence. Adapting can't get too much more. Does find the wall. Double tap. Does get the spin after. It's a 1-for-1 trade in the duo. Maybe not one they were wanting to make, but Sino back on the way. Zapman bead's gone. Sino, he's got the dash in, but he just can't get the distance. Misses the ultimate, and the silence only being at rank 1 means it's not enough.
Lose the value in going for poke. Just a little bit. Well, I guess Paul loses some damage in that regard, so it might start to balance out. Sino and Bastion, I was going to say, getting some good damage on a fine. Okay, he should be able to fracture out of trouble for the time being, and here comes Zapman.
Zapman dives down. Needs a 1-2 combo. Silence from Sino stops Zapman from being able to. Does get the root, but body blocks now necessary by Sino. And a dunk in by Adapting. He misses the actual dunk, but's got the hammer instead. Silence goes through, and the Aegis from Adapting to make sure he lives at the end of it all. It's another kill for the last time around when Leviathans got Pyro. Is an immediate beeline by the Ferryman to the Gold Fury. A little bit slower this time, too, and it might be Aurora getting caught out. CC Chain is strong. Basket finds the triple stun to set up for Cyclone's damage. Sino takes down Fine OK, and through the wall, Paul takes down Wrong You. 3 drop from the Leviathans, and it's about to be 4 as Sino picks up the double.
That is insane. The one hunter that has the global presence that can get over here is not here. Zapman's over on left. Cyclone spin. He's here, and Baskin goes massive for the team. This is about as free as a fire giant as it can come, unless Zapman decides to go for a glory play, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. 15 minutes in, and the Styx Ferrymen just get an overwhelming win. That's not going to be the call for now. Sino was stuck in the wall. It's a little bit of damage, a lot of damage actually. Shentoo flickers in, but he made it go too far.
Yeah, Shentoo's got to use beads and Aegis in the Sky Cyclone. 2 snipes, needs the 3rd one, gets it, but it's just not quite enough damage. Aurora and Basket are going to make sure that somebody goes down for this. And unfortunate for Leviathans, it's going to be Wrong You paying for Shentoo stepping too far forward, flickering out of position. The Styx Ferrymen grab themselves their 7th kill of the
The Leviathans might be looking to defend the Titan territory because this Phoenix is probably an afterthought.
2 players from the Leviathans weren't even here. Baskin takes up a little too much damage under the Phoenix. Now a dunk in by Downing. He finds 3. Baskin and Cyclone are nearly out. Cyclone goes down. And the Leviathans a little late to the party on the defense. Are certainly not late in their damage. Now Fine OK up to the sky. He'll ferry in his entire team right into the middle of 4-3. Come through, but it's Wrong You who's low. Adapting caught out. Adapting goes down. And now it's Aurora rushing forward. No ults left for the Ferryman. But now a 4 versus 4 at the Phoenix.
Baskin stepping forward. He's going to be able to heal his team up. And remember, that mid Phoenix is down. Eventually, those fire minions are going to pour through. But what do the Styx Ferrymen do in the meantime? Maybe this right side Phoenix is not the most important to them at this point. But trying to go for some sort of fight here. Zapman does ult in, trying to find Sino. He takes some good damage, but not able to find the kill.
Adapting to the sky. The Ferrymen are grouping up. The dunk only hits Baskin, but it's just enough damage to do so. Shentoo credit for 1. Aurora drops Dharmic Pillars, but he will fall all the same. Shentoo takes the double kill for Leviathans, and they've repelled the Ferrymen at the Phoenix.
Yep, and that's for absolute free. They use those ultimates. They have fire minions. Right side Phoenix. Aurora just dashes in, immediately gets locked down. He's going to eat some damage when those runic bombs go down.
Baskin does get most of the damage on it, but not enough to take out the Phoenix. Duncan by adapting. He takes down Aurora. Cyno low. Aegis gone, but Final K as well. shentoo managed to take down Cyno, and it's only 3 of the Ferrymen left. Paul now up in the home sweet home, but doesn't have any ideal targets unless Zapman gets caught lazy backing. Not going to be enough damage from Paul to really burst through what the Leviathans have on their defense, but just enough opportunity to take down Phoenix. They'll trade out Baskin's life, but it's 2 birds guaranteed down.
I feel like I'm a broken record here, J-Mac. Some ward vision, and Baskin is just sieging forward. What's the call here? Are they going for the Phoenix? Are they going for the fight? The Leviathans. It looks like they're going to go in themselves.
Okay, he's already used his blink, adapting, dunks on top of Baskin, but Baskin goes right back in. He might just fall down. One more shot from Zapman should be enough, but he can't land the auto. Instead, it's a turn and burn back to adapting. He falls to Cyclone. Zapman will charge into the middle of 4, but the damage output from Paul, from Cyclone, it's just too much. He'll stand on the wall to buy an extra time, and Aegis will only buy an extra second for Zapman before Paul puts him down. Snipes from Cyclone off the mark, but it's Paul and Cyno charging forward. Minions are winning the game for the Ferrymen right now. There's 3 low health bars. Final K goes in. A basket is still charging back. The minions are doing all the work for the Ferrymen. They'll walk in and take the game.
And the Ferrymen knew all they had to do was find a fight in the jungle.
Robin's going to go out there and he's going to create space by dedicating his body. He creates space by moving forward, right? It's not, hey, I hit Confound, please follow up, or hey, I hit my root, please follow up. It's, hey, I hit my damage, please finish him off.
Well, let's see what he can do here as we jump into game number 2, Ferrymen and Leviathans.
That's right. It's the second game for these two teams.
Styx Ferrymen are going to step up pretty far here. I'm surprised. Aurora and Cyclone's been forced to use their relic. Cyclone's taking a lot of damage.
Cyclone stuck in place. Body blocked by Wrong You, and Zapman nowhere to go. But Aurora buys him just enough space. He's able to roll out. Aurora with the hero play from the Ganesh, able to bail out his teammates. Cyclone and Aurora live, but maybe could be risky to go for this purple buff. They'll drag it away. Wrong You stepping forward to try and take it from them if possible. Zapman on the way as well. They might just have to give this one up to the tower. Aurora rooted in place. Zapman roots him again. A dash in. And that is first blood for Zapman. And Cyclone can only watch as his support goes down.
And now beats down for 90 seconds. This Rama's going to have to play so safe. Your auto attacks are your clear, and any bit of lockdown means you're going down.
Oh, Cyclone has the Bastion to help out, but adapting is here. A root in place. And that is good for the Ferryman. Aurora, though, does not have the damage to lock down Wrong You. It's now 2 kills. Once again, both in the dual lane for the Leviathan.
Time in lane. Cyno hasn't been able to match those rotations. Remember in game number 1, he was able to, and now he's trying to get a kill on his Zapman, but holding the dash until that ultimate comes through means Zap should be fine.
This is the ultimate, but Cyclone, he's got the snipes, adapting, tries to go in and turn things back around. But again, Aurora there to bail out his
teammates. Here comes
teammates.
both junglers, Cyno and adapting, lurking near this buff, as Wrong You has the pull, which means Aurora can't just take it. He's not going to be able to walk up, and he sort of trapped himself here in the buff. Where's he going?
Does drop Atomic Pillars, but shentoo is here, and that's going to be 1 kill for shentoo, 1 for adapting. Aurora putting himself in a really awkward spot. Forces Cyno into a bad predicament as well. The Leviathan.
And Paul dashes to try and help out, but it's just Wrong You. He's the only one who can go for a steal out.
You see here, Zapman on the way. Fury's falling down fast. The Ferryman will get in. Maybe a pick on a Wrong You as well. It's slowed down and knocked down by Cyno, who will jump in the air to go over, adapting. Who picks off Aurora. Now it's 3 versus 3. Cyno with nowhere to go will be dropped by Zapman. Snipes in the sky. Needs all 3 to find a kill on anybody, but misses them all. Paul misses the dash, finds the stunner, rolling by Cyclone. We'll make it a 2 for 2 trade out. Maybe more, but shentoo low on mana, not willing to commit to the rest of the fight.
Wow.
Now it's the Leviathans pulling the Pyromancer. It's down low. Aurora drops the Dark Pillar, trying to steal it. The Leviathans get the Pyromancer, but the boulder is slamming through Adapting's health bar. He runs as fast as he can, but the snipes are on point from Cyclone once more. 3 in a row for the carry of the Ferryman, and Paul, he'll grab an extra one on the road. And the Styx Ferrymen, they grab 2. They lose the Pyro. but they can at least get a tier 1 tower in response.
Yeah, they're going to be pushing up here, and it looks like the Styx Ferrymen are still dishing up more. Baskin sends in Final K, and the dash gets blocked. Who confirms it's Sino? Gets the credit for that one. Just over commitments here. Cyclone Spin has been having a fantastic set. These snipes, blind snipes. Yeah, Baskin's here. Wants to go for a possible gank, but remember, wants to look for the lockdown. Is it wrong you? Maybe. He steps up real far, but Aurora's getting damaged down.
Aurora drops Dharmic Pillars, immediate dash away. Wrong you, one shot away. Cyclone rolls in aggressively and takes him down. And now it's okay. Locked down in place, knocked up by Baskin. Cyclone still marching forward with the team, but damage from shentoo. Just enough to deter the Ferrymen from walking. Apparently they got some beef with Zapman because it has been those two constantly throwing shots to Zap. And now some throwing towards Aurora once again. A couple ultimates used. Aurora goes down. But it costs the Leviathans a couple of big ults to do it.
They do. Those are some good crits there. Adapting did not go to the Rage, by the way. That was a full-on Deathbringer. That's why so much damage went towards Aurora. But with a 5v4, what did the Leviathans do?
Couple players on the wrong side of the map. It's just the frontliners for the Leviathans to try and take this one away. Silence down for Wrong You. Ferrymen get the fire. A knock up on a Fine Okay. He needs a target to dash to. He's got Wrong You. And Wrong You will now use Fine Okay, the taxi service, but it's hand delivered right back to the Ferrymen. A pickup by Baskin puts down the solo laner.
How many times have we seen adapting on the wrong side of the map? I mean, Zapman was clearly just going for farm. He was over on left as well, but it's...
They can head back to base, spin up some of the gold in pocket. 1,600 in hand for Aurora. Will definitely pay off. Well...
What?
You know, he'll go back the express threat. But Paul will at least make a one trade. Not sure what happened with Aurora there, though. Just gets caught out in the jungle.
Yeah, I think he was lazy backing. I heard Paul pop 3 bombs, then I look and just see a kill
now from the Circuit. It's just been that easy for Baskin. He's walked up twice, found 2 big knockups to start a fight. And now the Ferrymen, with their 3 stack on the left side, continuing to force Wrong You forward. Now pokes him down to half HP.
Yep, Paul just goes in, Flame Wave into Bomb Stun, pulls out some damage, and Wrong You pops out a little bit early.
No, Cyclone again dashes in, but Sino goes down. Other side, Baskin actually uses a Runic Bomb to try and force Adapting and Fine Okay away. Left side bird down, Paul low, Adapting, fishing for an opportunity in. It's Fine Okay, he's going to start it up, a dash in by Paul. He finds
it never works.
It never works. It is just too easy for Paul. It's a double kill for the Styx Ferrymen. Baskin walks up, misses the knockup, but still able to hold Adapting in place. Adapting takes down 1, but he's used a lot to go through. It's another bomb and a shot from Cyclone to make it 3 now for the Ferrymen.
And Paul and Cyclone Spin still stepping forward. They don't seem to be afraid here. Finally, the dash away. That's the 3rd time I've seen it. The Leviathans win a defense. They win a siege.
On the Agni, once again, drops another bomb. Fine Okay. And Wrong You there. Dharmic Pillars and a boulder block off most of the pathway through. And Sino to the back line. Zapman has just been bullied by this Robin all game. It's fire for all 5 of the Ferrymen. Sino may go down in trade because of it. Just enough damage to take him out, but still 4 strong with fire and Fine Okay on the way.
This chase, though, might go a little bit better. It's just going to be Wrong You and Fino. They're not going to go Baskin. At least get that knowledge. I'm waiting to see if it's going to be a Roar dropping Dharmic Pillars or a bomb stun from Paul, and it looks like a bomb stun from Paul. Pulls the beads off of Zapman, and he's already so weak.
Zapman a quarter HP, a miss from Sino, but enough damage? Not quite. It's the snipes from Cyclone again to take him out. Sino pops in the backline to shentoo, but Cyclone spins 6, 1, and 4, and looking to make it 7 if he can find the damage on a Wrong You. The silence holds him back for just a moment, but the Styx Ferrymen, they've taken now 2.
Well, this is a defense the Leviathans could get if they don't get pulled back in by Baskin.
And Burst armor for both supports. Paul locked in place, a lot of damage, but a Phoenix nonetheless for the Styx Ferrymen. A full sweep of them. Fine Okay goes up in the sky. Roar silences immediately. It's a stun by Paul and a fast dash out. Fine Okay walks into the path, and the Dharmic Pillar is enough to take him down. A Roar will fall, and so does Paul, but Baskin at least grabs 1. Cyclone still alive, turns around to fight, but it's just too much damage from shentoo. Now Baskin versus 3, just to buy time. shentoo doesn't have enough damage to go through with this one. Baskin gets the pickup, takes the Aegis away, and buys enough time because the minions starting to pour in means the Leviathans can't push up.
Yep, Zapman is trying to defend possible, and if so, those fire minions are going to start pouring in. Here comes Sino. He's going to try and be annoying.
Links in, does find the root onto Zapman, gets the dash away, and, well, Sino's gone. So Fire Giant to the Leviathans, no one else on the Ferrymen to stop this one.
Here. and stall out a little bit longer. Wrong U dashes forward, adapting. Wants to find the blink in, but no connection just yet. Who's going to be the first one to start the fight? It's fine, okay.
Adapting to the back line, tries to go through Aurora low, Aurora out, but Zapman now without his speed. Throws out the ultimate on the Cyclone Spin, exits away. Cyno goes down to the back line, 2 adapting. That was 3 ults to take him down. And the Ferrymen.
Right side bird is down. They have Oni minions pushing in and Oni fire minions over on the right side of the map.
Adapting.
It looks like the wraparound from adapting's good.
Does manage to find Paul, but Paul brings him right back into enemy lines. Final K in the sky. This has not worked out well in the past. Paul will drop a bomb, quickly dash away. Final K takes a lot of damage, and the boulder through. Aurora will be the sacrificial lamb for the Styx Ferrymen. And the Leviathans will keep pushing because Paul doesn't have a chance to go back. He's got to run all the way back to base.
Someone's eventually going to have to go back to that right. Are you getting for the bird and getting out? Or are you trying to defend your right side? It looks like Phoenix on the left is the first call.
Adapting does go back, so now it's 4 versus 4 once Cyno rejoins. Not enough damage on Phoenix. Aegis down by shentoo. Snipes from Cyclone are good to put him down low. Cyno dives to the back, and it's a shutdown on the shentoo. A massive way to start. Cyno still alive, though. He's got just under 100 health. It's Wrong U, who snipes him away with the ult, but it's still 60 plus for the 2 carries of the Leviathans.
Right side Phoenix still goes down, and Baskin is sieging forward. It's just the tanks, and it's going to be an ultimate from Final K that should be able to get him out of trouble, and that should be just fine. But remember, this right side Phoenix is the reason that the Leviathans couldn't make use out of their EFG, and it drops once again.
Right side Bird doesn't get a chance to stay alive. Paul finds a stun onto Wrong U. Wrong U walks back to Baskin and Paul because adapting is back. Cyclone on the way. Baskin cannot stop. Paul will fall down. A great turnaround again from Leviathans, but it's just such
for a minute or so as well. But shentoo must be feeling great. Got a 3K pot in tow, both relics available, this Merlin. But look at adapting once again. How is he already in the back line?
Fine, okay. Finds Baskin. Cyno to Zapman. Aegis gone. Beads won't matter. Zapman's gone, but so is Paul. He's been the big hitter for this team. And the Styx Ferrymen take a 1-for-1 trade. Cyno at half HP. He's going to have to go back to base, but the Leviathans will not let him do so. Check out Final K in the sky. He's going to dive back in, but it's only him up there with Wrong U, and Baskin is not the ideal target. Adapting tries to take down Cyno, but a turn and burn is good. It's a shutdown on the King. And Cyno taken down by shentoo, and shentoo steps too far forward himself. The Leviathans have now lost 3 in this fight. Might even be 4. The Titan's going to die. The Titan is going down so quickly.
Someone's got it back.
And it's going to be Baskin to go back to base. He'll stop the minions, but does he have enough damage to do so? The Leviathans are keeping them busy as Baskin does save the Titan, but Final K, the last surviving member of Leviathans, for only a moment. It's a double for Cyclone and the base defended.
And now you have to worry about Final K somehow ulting in if you have enough time, but it looks like Baskin, he's going to have to carry all these minions. Someone has to go back. There's no way he can do it by himself. This mid Phoenix is going to drop, and you can't have your Titan that weak.
Does take care of the right side.
They're just going in. They're not backing.
The minions holding out on the left. It's 4 seconds for Zap. Teleport by Baskin. Surely he left the minion wave. He left the minion. They're committing.
They think
Okay, Paul's back.
Okay, they
Paul's
got
back.
time. And now they're going to go for the end against Zap. It's Zap against 3.
Zap's got to stop them. It's by himself for 15. He uses the beads. He had that for the last fight. Runic Bomb on top of the Titan. But the Titan is still healthy. The Titan is still living through. Zapman is doing his best. He roots in Baskin, takes out Baskin. Aurora is low. Aurora, though, helps him against the Cyclone, and that will do it. The Styx Ferrymen and 50 take